Joseph here. This book is 89 Emergency Cold Weather Survival Tricks and More. This book is clocking in at about 85 pages with a word count of over 31,000. Let me tell you some real quick stats on cold weather related deaths. I'm talking about hypothermia. In 2010 was the highest hypothermia deaths in the United States at 1,536. And it comes around to about an average of 1,300 deaths per year, hypothermia-related deaths per year, 1,300 at an average. In this book, you're going to get real survival tricks, cold weather survival tricks from the real survivors, like from American Civil War POWs, Native American Indians, mountain men, the critters themselves. And remember that the prehistoric man they found back in September 1991, his name was O-T-Z-I. It's actually pronounced Tootsie, okay? He was 5,300 years old. He's got some great survival tricks we can learn from him, and though they're listed in the book too. And we all remember Eric Robert Rudolph. In his own right, he's a convicted criminal, but in his own right, he's a survival expert. He evaded for 5 years in the Nantahala National Forest, evaded for 5 years up against, which you might say America's best. We're talking FBI, ATF, U.S. Marshals, and local law enforcement officers for 5 years. Now, he had his own cold weather survival tricks, and you read about those in the books. Pioneers also, stubborn pioneers from the Old West. They had their own survival tricks. And I go into mind over matter applications in this book, too, including the one I use. And Ernest Shackleton. Remember Shackleton? Him and the captain Shackleton and the men aboard the USS Endurance. They were trapped for 22 months. Everybody gave them up for dead, but they were trapped in that cold weather environment, isolated, cold environment for 22 months, and they worked their way out because they improvised, overcame, and adapted. And I annotate a lot of their survival tricks, or a few of them at least, in this book right here. They got more, but I just stuck with the cold weather survival tricks. And this is it for this book. It's a great book as far as cold weather. There's some really stupid things people do all the time, and they end up dead.